Welcome, everyone, to another episode of In the Divide, where we're bringing all things crypto together with Algorand. Thank you for showing up today, all who are watching. Hopefully, your day is good. Today, I want to bring a couple of subjects to you about Algorand. First of the subject is the ISO 222. You may have heard this in and around the internet. You may have heard that Algorand is ISO 222 compliant. And a lot of people don't know what that means. A lot of people make videos and things of that nature, but we still don't really understand what it means. Basically, let me break it down, try to give you some understanding about what that actually is. You can actually go to ISO222.org, and I'll leave that description in the link in the description page in the description at the end, so you can get it in video. So ISO 222. Basically, all this is a transaction language built on Swift, the Swift payment network. All this is the G10 countries are the global monetary fund, the group that controls all the central bank when they come together. Not quite Davos, but pretty similar, but they control all the financial aspects. And what happened is they starting implemented this new ISO 222 because what they're trying to do is create faster, more efficient ways to transact. And all these is how messages get through and how they speak to each other. So ISO 222 is basically a language, a payment language. And what they're saying when you are ISO 222 compliant is that this language is compatible with certain blockchains like Algorand. They got Quant, XRP, and some other ones. There's about 7 of them that they list. That they are compliant with the ISO 222. And one of the things why people get excited about this is because if you can add this new layer that's going to be in effect, it's going to be mandated in 2025, is the language of a transaction for global. This is giving those blockchains a head start if they are going to be in position to add to this layer of more efficient technology, because transaction speeds create efficiency. And if you can be efficient and secure, then you can put yourself in a position where these banking institutions use your blockchain to be a currency transaction for their services. Because one of the things you have to understand is that if you can have a service and you can use that service and it can save you money, why not? A lot of times you use your debit card, you swipe it, right? And before you get to use it, it asks you, do you approve this 35-cent transaction for using your credit, debit card, or credit card, whatever? That is the fee, okay? And a lot goes into that fee because it's truly not 35 cents, but there's administration and all that other stuff. Now imagine if you have a transaction blockchain like Algorand that is 0004 or 002 or 005, and even if you added some fees to that, if you're billing on that cycle and you add in saying it's just 1 cent per transaction, you're doing multiple transactions, it's saving you money. That means it's saving you time. And it means you create more efficient ways to get things done. And with Algorand, with instant finality within 4 seconds, wow, the economy starts moving. Your business starts moving. And this is one of the important things to understand with being ISO 200 compatible, because right now there's a dual thing that they're running. They run an ISO 15022, and that's the old version that after 2025, the ISO 15022 won't be running anymore. This is one of the things you have to understand why Algorand is one of the blockchains with the technology for the future. It's future 5. Now, one of the things I have to show, because you may say, oh, well, I seen Stacey Warden on Cooper Daniels show, on the root Cooper Daniels. I love Cooper. And she didn't even understand why people were talking about ISO 222 compliant, because Algorand had nothing to do with it and was not partner. And this is the truth. Algorand has nothing to do with ISO 22 being compliant. This is the global monetary fund. This is the G10. This is the banks reorganizing this language. Then it started way back when they started doing this, back in 2004, when they started implementing, trying to do a change and upgrade and all this other stuff. So they upgrade this technology every once in a while. And I'm telling you right now why it's important, because the Algorand is going to have a leg up on the blockchains that are not ISO 200 compliant. That's not going to try to be a transaction blockchain, but I think Algorand wants to be a transaction blockchain. One of the ways to make sure you're embedded is to make sure that transactions work for you seamlessly, securely, and guess what? The bank's going to use you. That's why even when I showed you about Algorand and the central bank digital currency that they were trying to put out, where they were trying to show the way where you can have a hybrid model and it works for both parties, both centralized people with the venture capital, with traditional finance, and also helps with the protection, with the permissionless, with the retail investors being able to still have a degree of anonymity within the permissionless blockchain. So this is what I want you to understand. This is what Algorand is doing. And you have to make sure you understand to make sure you hold on to your bag. Let me show you one more thing with Algorand, and I'm going to be going for the day. The last bit of Algorand news is going to be Algorand is connected with Three Arrows Capital. Three Arrows Capital is going through some of the, downtimes of trying to find a way to liquidate, trying to find a way to raise money because it has trouble. Basically, a lot of it wasn't run right. It was run like a Ponzi scheme. People have good ideas and good motives, but it was a gamble the way they actually went about it. They gambled that the market was going to keep going, keep being in bullish, and they weren't prepared for it to get this bad, this dramatic, this fast. And they were not able to liquidate. They were not able to hedge. They were not able to do anything. So Algorand is tied to them because Algorand gave them money, 75 million Algos at a discounted price. And what they did was they sold those Algorand tokens when things got bad. And what they had was a contract with Algorand that they would not sell these things for a certain period of time. And they breached that contract. So Algorand is tangled up in there. It's not a negative on Algorand. The only negatives that happen is they put in, they dumped 75 million Algorand tokens into the market, which depressed the value, caused it to go down. Probably once sometime in January or February, you're like, why did Algorand go down? And it probably was a dump by Three Arrows Capital, trying to dump that Algorand to try to find liquidations, find some money to actually, stay afloat and solvent. So once you hear the news about Algorand being connected to Three Arrows Capital, it's not a bad thing. It's just one of those things that your business partnership is you did transaction with someone who wasn't as business savvy, and basically sometimes it's hard because your name get ran through the mud because the person you dealt with didn't know how to deal with their business. So this is what I'm telling you today. 3 O's Capital, trying to find the bankruptcy, trying to find a way to save face. Don't know if it's going to happen, but Algorand is still in this thing trying to figure out if they're going to get try to sue them and get a little bit of money back from their breach of contract. So with that, just the crypto thing for the day. I will be giving out an NFT for the end of the divide. Appreciate everyone in the community. Go ahead, hit like, share, subscribe. Also, people, leave a comment below. I appreciate you all, and I'm hoping that your tomorrows are better than your today. And I'm out.